Realmatic Podcast. You are now tuned in to the Realmatic Podcast, bitches.
And we back. This is the fourth episode of the Realmatic Podcast, where we talk about music, we talk about the culture, and we talk about society as we know it. I'm Ben, and I'm with my brothers, Rasan and Marlon.
What's good?
I was gonna say, like, y'all ain't gonna say what's up.
We back,
energy
man.
low.
We back. Yo, we back for another. Bro, we've been up since like 4 a.m., bro. Like
4 a.m. Mm-hmm.
Bro, texting since like 4. Yo, we woke up. Like I woke up and had like saw some crazy junk on Instagram, man, with all the stuff that's going on in the world. And I was like, yo, we gotta do an episode about this. We gotta talk about this. We got too much on our plate. There's too much going on in the world right now to not talk about it. And you know we gotta be realmatic about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. It's just hard to sleep through all this too. It's just it's hard, man. So yeah, we hope everybody's being safe during this quarantine and everything.
Please be safe. Please be safe.
Please. Oh, another thing. Don't bring your kids to the protest. Stop doing that.
Stop doing that.
Who's bringing their kids to the protest?
Yo, I saw somebody. I saw somebody bring their like little kid there, and I was like,
bro,
I can understand. Like I understand. Oh yeah, they need to be a part of history, but there's certain there's these protests out here been getting really really wild. And yeah, man, they've been getting wild. I don't want no little kids getting tear gassed. I don't want little kids pouring milk on their face, all that stuff.
That's just not a proper place for family. Like,
exactly.
No, this is front lines for the adults and for like the teenagers.
People want to risk their lives
and fight for something is what I'm feeling from any of this.
Yeah. So if anybody's listening and they wanted to hear like some music reviews, don't worry, we got you on the next episode. This one we're gonna dedicate it to the people, man. We're gonna talk about
it.
Yeah, man. We're gonna talk about the Trump tweets, the crazy Trump tweets that came out. We're gonna talk about the riots and the looting that took place also in different states. We're going to talk about the video of the AUC students that surfaced, crazy, and we're going to react to Lil Wayne's take on George Floyd's death, and finally we're going to speak on celebrities and how they reacted during this time. So let's get it started.
All right. First off, this nigga Trump, today in this country, I find it very strange. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. No, I got it. Today in this country, I find it very strange that our president is just so comfortable just talking his shit on Twitter. Like I find it very disturbing. But basically, his recent tweets that went viral, this man really just like he laid out the whole situation in Minneapolis and basically just talking about how he feels that the representation there is very weak. They're not doing their jobs, even though this is a protest for an actual reason, and like they're going to use military force on the people who's just trying to protest and get the word out, which I find very like strange. And then the part about the tweet that got really disturbing is the fact that he called these people who are fighting for their lives, who are in the street, who are risking their own safety by making like their voice known. He called them thugs.
Right.
And
right.
I don't think they're thugs. Like they're just regular people, just like you and me.
Exactly.
And that's the part about it that's very disturbing. And then he basically ended his tweet saying, "Hey, if the looting starts, the shooting starts." So you just basically just like say, "Oh, we're gonna kill civilians if you actually loot stores," even though my nigga they burnt out a Target in the auto zone. So I mean,
what was that other incident that took place like a long time ago? It was some white people protesting alt-right, and he was saying,
talking about Charlottesville. I think it was
like Charlottesville, and he was like,
there's some good guys.
Yeah, on that side.
They're just trying to get their word out. Like
it's like, bro, we know what you're doing, bro.
There's this thing I was watching about how like the media portrays like protests and then riots, and then like when it's like white people, they be like, "Oh, it was just things just got
peaceful.
out of hand."
Yeah, but
things are just out of hand. It's okay. But when it comes to us, it's oh my god. People
violent.
We're breaking, we're looting,
we're dangerous.
We're dangerous, and stuff like that. It's all about how people, how things are worded. Is how there's a certain way to truly there's a certain way to say things, and
To communicate,
they're saying there's a certain way to communicate, and these people, whatever Fox and whatever CNN say is how they're brainwashing the population into thinking that all riots are bad, or all protests are bad. And when I feel like I was subjected today, because I was gonna go to one of the protests, and I got scared because of all the propaganda and all the things that I see across social media, and it was like maybe I shouldn't go.
And I told you not to go. I told you not to go. I was like, that's not wise. That's not wise.
Yeah.
And this is the thing too. The part where it says when the looting starts, the shooting starts, right? I was like, man, that just sounds so racially, provoking. Yeah. So I looked it up, and this guy named George Wallace back in the 1960s was a segregationist who supported the Jim Crow laws. And he actually started that whole, phrase, when the looting starts, the shooting starts. So it's just funny how we're in 2020 and we're still using this type of rhetoric. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
we've been fighting the same battle our whole lives, and we still fighting it. And it's gonna be never ending.
Exactly. It's just,
and it gets to the point where it's like honestly, we sit here every day as Black people. We're just like, hey, why can't they love us the way we love them? Because we provide so much to this country. Our contribution to this country is way above any other race. And I'm not trying to be racist. I'm not trying to say anything like we're the best race, but I'm just saying we are good citizens. We are model citizens. Not all of us is perfect, but we provide necessary means to this country. And I feel like we don't never get treated apart. We don't never get the adequate due that we deserve. And it gets very sad and scary. And then sometimes we can't sleep at night thinking, is it gonna be me tomorrow? Am I gonna get stopped by police? It's like that shouldn't be an everyday fear for me. And honestly, with these protests, it's sad to say that the main thing I've been focused on is like, hey, let it burn. Like I don't support destroying Black businesses. I don't support destroying somebody's personal business that they work so hard to build up. But I do believe that, hey, if this is what it's gonna take for an actual change, beat the officer up. Burn something in the streets. It's not a good thing, but sometimes, and I know Malcolm X kind of believe the same thing, the violence, it sends a message. And I felt, and so I understand these agitated protesters who want to fight a car, who want to burn down a car, who want to break into a building, but it's a split. Because sometimes it's not going to work. And then majority of the time, hey, it might work. Because the white people could do it and they get their way, so why can't we? Yeah. And, hey, it is what it is,
And it's just like, man, this is the leader we get. During this time, this is what we get. We get a man that's a bigot, a racist. We just found out he's a pedophile not too long ago.
I'm not supporting that comment because I ain't read it. I don't know.
Listen, I ain't want to read it yet.
You're right, Rob. We don't know yet. That's alleged. Allegedly.
It's true.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. So, but yeah, man. I mean, it's a bad look for this country.
Honestly,
it's a bad look. I don't know, man. It's just like the direction we're going in.
We don't have a direction.
Not looking too good. Right.
Yeah, it was already weird to live in a world where we don't know what's about to happen next already with Corona and everything else in the world. And then now to have this on top of it, it's like, wow, what's even gonna happen after this? Because we have Corona and now we have what it seems like the government almost wants is a race war or a civil war. And this level of a fight that we don't know what's gonna happen yet.
But the question is, why we always got to fight? Why we always got to be the ones that got to fight? Like, why can't y'all fight for us? That's where every day for us is a fight. Our parents, our grandparents, our great-grandparents, it's like, bro, but I swear we've never been in history with people that's just been like, we've always been thankful. We've always been grateful for what we've been given. So it's like, why our whole lives, and then I'm going to have kids, and I'm going to have to explain to them how we always had to fight. It's just like, when will it ever end? When can we get to a period in life where it's just peaceful, Yeah, and that's very disturbing.
And it shouldn't be like this. It really shouldn't be like this. Like, this is not 1965. Why are we still having 1965 problems? You know what I mean? Like, we need to be moving on from this. We got to move on from this. So let's talk about the riots and the looting. So do y'all agree with looting? What's your take on looting?
If it's businesses that support Trump, I guess
So I feel that there's like three different types of people who are out here in the front lines
Yeah.
in these
Break them down,
protests,
Raw.
in these
Break them down.
Break it
protests, in these
down.
riots.
Yeah.
There's the people who are just out here for looting. There are people who are just out here for the Instagrams, for the social media, and there are the people who have actually truly done research and have truly understand what they're fighting for.
Yeah.
And like me as somebody who doesn't want to support something that I truly don't understand,
Yeah.
I can't say that I'm about to run out and go to a protest without being fully educated on something. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm out there, like I feel like I'm fake supporting the cause.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm saying like some of these people who just go out here for the Instagram clout. Like I've seen people in like these videos, running up to take photos with police cars and like putting up a peace sign. Like it's all like this is like an everyday thing. This is something that people have literally. This is something that we've had to sit here in elementary school learning about.
Niggas died.
And
for
now
this.
it's happening. People have died for this, and now you're
Exactly.
telling me that it's something for likes.
Yeah. And you know what's really crazy is a lot of people are talking about the businesses. Don't hurt the businesses. How are you, looting these businesses? Why are you going and stealing things? And the business this, the business that. It's just like, it's not about the business
At all.
So
at all.
it's somewhat about the business, because like there are like I'm truly with the support Black business. Protect the ones that you do know are truly Black businesses. Like
that's crazy to me. That's crazy. Like, why are y'all affecting the Black businesses? That is so counterproductive.
Yeah, because like if it like looting, if you're gonna loot, you have to loot with a purpose. You know what I mean? You gotta know, okay, we're planning, this is the store we're about to loot. These are the people, this is what we're doing because we know what they're affiliated with and who they're connected with. Now let's go ahead and loot that mom and pop shop down the street that helps and funds, schools and gives out money and helps people with school. Like, yeah, like there's just, you have to come with a plan and of action with this stuff. And when Killer Micah came on and was talking about it, and was like, yo, y'all need to go home and come up with a plan. Y'all need to have a plan of action. And that's a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not just go out there in the blind and just attack. It's bigger than that. And that's what like the white man does, yo. He plans and comes up with extra loopholes. So it makes us look bad in the end.
But how do y'all feel about the other side of the coin? The people that are looting, do you feel like they have a point? Do you feel like that can actually incite change, or
no, not at all? Because businesses can be reinsured. Do you realize that? Like, y'all in Atlanta stealing from Icebox, y'all like breaking the Lenox Mall, y'all stealing all these high-priced goods, but it's like,
I wanted some Icebox too.
Listen, I was hurt. I was sick. I want me a 4PF chain. I was hurt. I was like,
Cuban links.
all that. But
yeah, I saw the Icebox. I was like, God damn, not the
Icebox. Not the Icebox. Like, but even then, it's just an excuse for people to just to break into some shit and to steal. I just feel like the purpose of like all these protests for George Floyd is being missed, because it's like it's been a lot more other shit. Like, we're doing this for a Black man who got viciously murdered. But at the end of the day, it's like y'all taking this for your own personal means and your own personal agendas to steal, to hurt police, to do this and do that. It's like, it's to the point where you want to go walk out into the street and ask a white person, so why are you out here today? Like, what's your real goal and purpose of being out here today? And like I said, I feel like there's a lot of my white brothers and sisters who actually out there trying to fight and do the right thing. But let's be real. But yeah, some of y'all niggas are just out there just to be out there. And that's just what it is. Like,
right.
Oh, completely. Like what like I'm gonna say I support that one piece like in the Trump tweet where it's like y'all are tarnishing George's name.
But his thing though, he don't even believe that.
He don't believe I don't like I feel he said it just to say it. Because he felt like, oh, I'm the president, and he has this mindset where like I'm a celebrity, so what I say has to be said. Like, yo, I was on that man's Twitter the other day, and he just randomly tweeted China in all caps.
The man's crazy.
Yeah,
I was like,
crazy.
I was like, and what did that help you with to say that? Yeah,
Took away his
man.
Twitter.
My thing though, y'all, is I'm not saying it's right, but I definitely understand it because the Black community, we're lacking guidance. We don't know what to do. We don't have any leaders. We don't have any guidelines. So
We don't have no real leaders.
we don't have any real leaders, and people are feeling like they don't know what to do, but they don't want to just sit there. You see what I mean? They don't want to just wait around and pray all day. People really want to
Like,
go out and do something. So
I
I
feel
get
like
it.
I feel like we have people who want to be leaders, but I do feel that deep down, everybody is on their own wave, and they don't want to support one person. You get what? No. Look, what I'm
Explain
saying is
that.
there's a lot of people who want to be leaders, and we want people to guide us and help us. But some of us, I feel like, don't know who to truly follow.
Yeah.
We're never truly
I
focused
don't really
on
see
who.
that. I don't really see anybody trying to take that mantle, bro. I don't see anybody trying to do that.
Like you got the people like the Killer Mikes, the TIs, the people who are out there
Yeah,
and
but
are speaking for us. But some people don't. With not every person is relatable or respectable. You get what I'm saying?
Bro,
Yeah.
like y'all like it's all these rappers, all these musicians, all these celebrities, y'all want to be speaking all the other times about police suppression, this and that. Nigga, why aren't you on the ground marching with us? Why aren't you leading the marches? Why aren't you setting up the protests? Why aren't you making your platform the center of this for us? Like y'all could talk about this shit and tweet about it and do an Instagram post all the time, but like where like, are you putting money down for this? Are you supporting the cause? Are you sending George Floyd like family some money? Because if you're not, it's like, bro, like, hey, I kind of agree with what Lil Wayne said, because it's like, bro, if we're not doing actual change, actual impact on the streets, are you down there with the people? Because you sitting in your $1 million house where you're not, bro, and we think we think that you're these high leaders. We think that you're these role models. You're these, like, bro, at the end of the day, y'all just like us. Y'all just got money, and y'all choose not to actually make impact with your money. So it's hard.
Let me pull up what Wayne said, and we can go from there.
Okay, yeah.
Like it's hard, honestly.
Let me see that real quick.
What's going on right now with this cop on Big George stepping on his neck and all that?
I think when we see these situations, I think we also have to understand that we have to get very specific. We have to get so specific, and what I mean by that, we have to stop viewing it with such a broad view. Meaning, we have to stop placing the blame on the whole force and everybody of such a certain race, everybody with a badge, and we have to get into who that person is. And if we want to place the blame on anybody, it should be ourselves for not doing more than what we think we're doing. We leaving it at the reason why people always ask me, like, why you don't say this, why you don't do that, is because what else am I gonna do after that? Some people put a tweet out and they think they did something. Some people wear a shirt, they think they did something. What you gonna do after that? Did you actually help the person? Did you actually help the family? Did you actually go out there and do something? So if I ain't about to do all that, then I ain't about to do nothing. I pray for you.
Yeah. You should the follow-through is more important than wearing the shirt or talking about it. Is actually
learning. It's actually learning about it. What we need to do, we need to learn about it more. If we want to scream about it.
Yeah, basically, at the end of the day, if you ain't finna get on the ground with us, dog, and you ain't finna like be physical and like really be present in these protests, bro, you tweet on me shit. Like, and I kind of blame the people as well, because y'all hold these people up to so high power. Y'all get mad if they don't tweet. Y'all get mad if they don't say nothing. But bro, you realize everybody don't want to be involved. Everybody don't want to be in that situation, be put on the spot. And I see a lot of y'all out here trying to cancel certain celebrities because they ain't saying nothing. But bro, this ain't for everybody. So a lot of y'all ain't trying to get on this ground and risk your life for this. A lot of people ain't. So you trying to hold Beyonce, Jay-Z, all these Odell Beckham, all these other celebrities to this? Like, no, they ain't built for that. They ain't built for that. So like, I agree with what Wayne said.
I saw a tweet talking about Chance the Rapper and Tyler the Creator.
Yeah.
Why aren't they saying anything? I'm like, when have they ever said anything?
Built for that. They ain't built for that.
They are artists.
Well,
we have to stop doing
Chance
it.
would speak out. Chance was out, and he'll go out and he'll actually like I think he was in some protests.
Not
in Chicago.
Chance. Childish Gambino.
Oh yeah, they're yeah.
But what you expect him to do? Like,
I'm not expecting like there are certain people who have an MO for going to do this. Like there's there's people who make the music for it, and then there's the people who make the music for it and go out and do it.
Yeah.
Like there's a follow through method to this stuff. You know what I mean? Like how Wayne said. Like I can understand. Like I understand. There's some stuff that Wayne said that can give him a little backlash, but like he's not wrong.
Yeah.
This isn't a part-time job to be a part of the movement. This is a full-time on foot by foot. You're out here making trails. You gotta there's teams that's planning behind a lot of this stuff. You know what I mean? So like Wayne's like he's saying he's like I'm not about to go out there and do that. It's not me. It's not me.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like we really need to wake up. Like we need to stop looking at these celebrities for our benefit, for our protection. They are not on this earth for that reason.
They're not.
They are here to entertain. Stop looking at them to say, "Oh, can you tell us about the protests and all that?" That's not what they do. They've never done that before. Like a person like, like a J. Cole, I respect because he's doing that out of his kindness. He's doing that because that's what he wants to do. But he doesn't have to do that.
He don't have to at all. Like, bro, it gets that's really disturbing. It's like, bro, why y'all put these celebrities on these pedestals that every political situation they need to speak on it? They need to have an opinion. Like, yeah, I'm black, but bro, if I don't have an opinion, you can't get mad at me for that. I don't care how many millions of followers I have on Instagram. It's just, bro, I'm a human just like you and me. So I'm not built for speaking on this. I might not be able to speak on this properly. And every time somebody speaks on this and they say the wrong thing, y'all want to kill them. Y'all want to like cancel them. Y'all want to get mad. But bro, everybody can't articulate the thoughts perfectly for this. Like that's just like, bro. Like this is a hard situation that's gonna make a lot of people realize who they really are.
Right.
In the wake of this, and bro, like it's scary. It's some really scary shit.
Because at first, guys, like I really hated what Lil Wayne said in that video. I hate it. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Why don't you care about us? Why don't you, have something positive to say? But when you really just go into what he's saying, that like you break it down, you realize like, dang, no, that really makes sense. He's saying that, yo, I'm not the person for that job. I don't have the qualifications. I don't have the skills. I don't have all the information. I can't just come out and say, yeah, this is what we need to do. Leave that to an actual leader, an actual political guide to do that. You know what I mean? So,
but the question is, would you really respect Lil Wayne? Lil Wayne was on the ground with you doing this. It's like, am I really taking advice from Lil Wayne though? Like, and like, no disrespect to Wayne, but I mean, he's not a person I'm going to for my political views. He's not a person I'm gonna go to lead us to the next generation. That's just not his job. Like, so I would never hold him up to that high standard. And y'all can't get mad and calling him a crackhead and saying all these derogatory things about him. He's a human being. He has an opinion. And like I said, he's vocal. It's better that he's telling you the truth than not saying anything at all. So, that's very disturbing. Like,
yeah, man.
Y'all niggas need to wake up. For real.
For real. They got to wake up. I'm going to be saying that all this podcast. Like, y'all got to wake up, man. Seriously. Like, it's unrealistic to expect that much from these artists, man. What we need to do is we need to like come together. We need to build. We need to have a foundation. We need to create actual leaders that can talk that talk and actually walk that walk, because it's not those people that rap. It's not them. It's not them.
And it's crazy. It's crazy every time you go to sleep at night. You be wondering what the hell's gonna happen the next day. You be praying at night, hoping that it don't get worse the next day. And it's like, bro, there was a point in this whole thing I was like, bro, can I skip to July? Can I skip to August? Because sometimes it gets too much to watch the tweets, to watch the videos, to just watching people get abused. I saw a lady today on Twitter. She got shot from a sniper rifle with a rubber bullet in the middle of her forehead, like cracked her shit, and she was sitting on the sidewalk just bleeding out. And just like, why are you using these force on innocent citizens? I understand we was in the streets, we had guns, we was tearing shit up, but these are mothers, these are brothers, these are children out here trying to fight for a cause.
I've been seeing all these people just getting like pushed straight down to the ground. Like they're just standing there with their hands up, getting pushed and then handcuffed and beat, bro. Like seeing that, it's sad, man. And it breaks you and it makes you want to just go out and do something But
Honestly.
then also that going out and do something, I feel like that goes into the fact of people not knowing what they want to do, so they just act on emotion.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what a lot of people are doing, man. It's this emotion acting, but not like what I said earlier was not knowing what you really want from this.
Yeah.
Like
And
I don't know truly what I want from all of this
Mhm.
yet.
Right.
Like
I want nothing from it yet. I don't want nothing from it.
like
I just want
I just want that
like
justice.
we're gonna but like justice for George, of course.
yes.
But
Justice
what
for
else
everybody.
Honestly,
You know what I mean?
the
Obviously.
list is so long.
Yeah.
the list is long. It's like there's so much more that goes into just justice. It's like,
Mhm.
what else do I want from this?
Right.
Because we're saying justice for Floyd, and then we're gonna say this guy gets arrested, but now we want the system to be changed. How do we want the system to be changed? It's not a lot of that being said.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a lot more of just saying it and then not having a plan behind it.
And another thing too, before we move on, I've noticed a lot of people are quick to cancel these people. Oh, I gotta cancel this person. I gotta cancel that person. My thing is, we need to stop letting these clowns in the game. If you stop letting the clowns in the game, you probably wouldn't need to cancel them. It's that simple. Like, why are we
my
letting
God.
in a 6ix9ine, bro? He doesn't even make good music. He doesn't. He doesn't. Like, let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. He doesn't make good music.
He don't make good music, man.
The only reason he's in the game is because of his antics. And look at him, quiet as a mouse. Mouse.
Stop giving everybody a platform.
Shut up, man.
Stop giving everybody a platform.
Nah, man, but seriously, like, we have to stop applauding these people just because they make us laugh.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, 6ix9ine is gonna be straight. He got money in the bank.
He don't care about you.
He don't.
He really don't.
So we need to stop allowing this stuff to just take place and he funny. The blue faces of the world. Like, come on, bro. Like, he's quiet.
We gotta have stuff to a standard. We have to I feel like everything needs to be held to a standard of this is where we're at. If we're talking about rap, we talk about anything.
Yeah.
Everything needs to be held to a certain standard, not just let anything go.
Yeah.
And before we talk about anything else, I have to really get this off my chest. For all y'all out there in the streets, really fighting the good fight, like really getting abused and really getting beat up and getting injured and getting arrested and getting locked up and not knowing when the hell you gonna get out of jail, I commend you, like, wholeheartedly. I love all y'all in these streets right now, because honestly, I couldn't do it. It ain't for me. But just know, for all y'all I see on TV, all the ones I see on social media, I love y'all and I love, like, the fight that y'all doing, because this is it's gonna make change someday. It might not be today, might not be tomorrow, but these are gonna be the things that they're talking about in the history books years from now. Like 2020 is gonna go down as a very impactful year. So I appreciate everything y'all doing.
Yeah. And my friend asked me, he was like, what is this looting gonna do? What is it gonna change? It's not gonna make any change. I said, you're not gonna see the change today, but eventually you will. Eventually. So,
something's gonna come out of it. Hopefully it's good though. That's the whole thing. It's a hope for it out of all this craziness, man.
In the words of LeBron James, why they don't love us back?
For real.
Yeah, I guess so.
Don't make no sense
at all.
Yeah. I don't know if it's like, I'm not looking for love from you, man. I'm looking for it sucks that I have to even be looking for anything from you.
Yeah.
It should just be human nature, man. Common courtesy. Or like all that stuff is just ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
It's all things that are taught in kindergarten. Sharing, and like all those basic things to have be a normal human being, and we just throw that out the window because there's a thing where racism and all that stuff is a taught practice.
But what makes you hate somebody so hard that you want to harm them? Like
it goes so much deeper than what.
And
we
there's
can talk
another
about,
element too, the capitalistic element. With capitalism, it's always about class, and there needs to be that bottom layer, and they want it to be Black people.
Big business benefits if we suffer. So it's just like I said, we always fighting the fight. We always doing what we can. We always, like I said, a lot of Black bodies are gonna suffer just for change, just like there's always been in history. So it's hard to talk about. It's going to be hard to deal with. But like I always pray and like to hope that one day in my lifetime, or shit, even not, that we go live on this earth and just be free and just be respected as everybody else. But hey,
that's a dream, but you know, I hope it gets accomplished, man.
It is what it is, bro.
Hope it gets accomplished.
Going into something that I want to kind of speak on that really got us like really into this topic for today was this morning at like 4 a.m. when we're all up, I sent into the chat was this thing about two AUC students from if you don't know, AUC is the Atlanta University Center. So as Clark Atlanta University, Morehouse, and Spelman College. And two of their students were involved in the commotion of last night in Atlanta. And we had, I'm actually going to show a video of it. We had one of our Spelman sisters. She got yanked out of the car, tased, all this crazy.
There was a 9 o'clock curfew, but it was late. They posted it late, so they didn't know about it.
Commotion that continues to happen in that parking lot. So we are walking down William Street over here, and can we talk to you? You know, what are you doing out here? Protesting.
You hear the screams of this girl, man, and it's just ridiculous. You got like 10 police officers.
I mean, look at how scary they are. Like, why do you need 20 men to do this?
20 men, and then you got your Morehouse brother in the car with you, man.
And
you over here, they bust out your window. You bust out the window, you pepper spray him, you tase him. All these things are uncalled for, man. And it just really hit home, man. It just really hit me, man. Like I'm a college student, man. I'm driving around in Atlanta. You're telling me y'all gonna surround my car, slash my tires, and yank me out the car, man?
Yeah, aggressive force always. And, you know,
like y'all need that many people for one dude?
That shit tore me up. That shit really tore me up. Like I don't know. That shit fucked me up by that one.
Like you gotta sit there and watch your friend, a female, get yanked out the car and tased, yo, and taken down by multiple white dudes.
And it makes you angry because like why do we deserve all this force? Why are you coming at us so aggressive? Why are you destroying my car? Why you like? There's so many practical ways that you could have handled the situation. And like I said, even if we out by curfew, like pull me out of my car, like slashing my tires, breaking my windows, tasing us in the car. We didn't resist at one point. So I'm saying, like, if we was white, would you still do this to us? I'm really just curious about these situations because I like every time I swear I can find like at least 20 videos of us being nonviolent, us surrendering with our hands up, and we still get aggressive force used on us. And it's gonna be, and I ain't gonna lie to you, you know. And I say this with full confidence.
Talk that shit.
You know, hey, I'm gonna let y'all niggas know. Keep doing that shit. Just keep doing that shit. Like, look, I'm letting you know, keep doing that shit. Cause like, listen, I'm black, bro, and we keep it real in the streets. Now, when cops start getting killed left and right, start getting slayed, just know I don't support this, but just know I know how a human mind thinks. Bro, somebody gonna get mad. Somebody gonna want to blow up your police station. Somebody gonna want to burn down. We already burnt one down. Like, it's just like, hey, bro.
You can only poke the bear so many times, man.
I'm just saying, bro, because we're not the violence in this situation. Y'all have been hurt.
And we have every right to be. We have every right to be.
But we're not. We doing peaceful protests. We out there in the street trying to get the word known, you know. And like,
so I've been hearing this theory that there are like people who are like planted in these protests to cause commotion. Do you believe that that's like a real thing?
Yes,
oh yeah, most definitely.
Like state
videos.
They need it.
Like you got these people who are like planted, and then you got like for like these buildings to like truly catch on fire, they gotta have like a lot of accelerant. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like something to really light that building. Like these photos and these videos, yo, that's like gasoline on gasoline. Throwing a cocktail at it ain't starting this fire, bro.
But the thing about it, it's like, you know, they want us to get mad so they could beat our ass and arrest us. Like it's like, no, it's wild, bro. It's a wild thing.
Yeah, I think that's what I got. That's what I got caught into today. Was that anger, man? That feeling of like, yo, I need to do something, and then like I had to sit back and was like, nah, this ain't for me. This ain't me. Right. This ain't me, and this isn't what I can do.
Yeah.
This is not being on the front line like that ain't me. And
Yeah.
yeah, but this right here, talking about it with my boys, talking about it and letting other people know, that's what we can do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Get-
Trying to do the best we can. Trying to do the
Trust
best
me.
we can.
I'm more worried about y'all because, like, in your y'all city, it's way worse than it is here. And I ain't gonna lie to you, it would make me sick to my fucking stomach. I wake up one night and I hear one of y'all got arrested, or one of y'all end up going to a process, something happened to y'all. I like, trust me, like, I can't. I just can't. I think about it all the time because, like, it's so crazy out here. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, some leaves. A person asked me to go outside. They come hang out. I didn't want to leave the house, like, because I really feel these sometimes scared to drive, and it's not even bad here. Honestly, we have protests, but it's not even been as bad here, and I'm scared. I'm scared to drive. So it's just like really like messing up the mind, like messing up the mindset. All that, at the end of the day, we hope for the best, and we just hope everything is solved at some time. So, so what's next? What's next on the list, bro?
Yeah, man. And the last thing that I just want to say is we got to take this time to strategize.
Yeah.
Take this time to strategize. Stop just running outside throwing bricks and stuff. So take this time to strategize and like really figure out what we need to do. And I hope that everyone that is protesting, that they are safe. And again, don't take your kids out there. All right.
No, please don't.
Don't do that. All right. So we're going to switch gears, man. This was a very deep and kind of sad episode, so we wanted to leave it off on a good note. I got one question for y'all.
Okay.
Shit.
Y'all got to tell me why Under Pressure is a classic album.
Nigga, bruh.
Oh my God.
Why? I don't want to talk about
Ben.
this.
I need to know, bro. I need to know, bro.
Ben, I
Tell
want to talk
me.
about this. Ben, I give up. I want to talk about
Ben,
it.
it's okay.
Bro.
Under Pressure is a classic album, bro. It is a classic album because of that man. He was rapping, bro. The song Under Pressure. You know what? Hey, man, hold it down for 2 seconds. I'm grabbing my vinyl. For y'all, bro.
Oh,
You gonna get the
Like-
vinyl. Like, that's gonna change something.
No.
Rep your man. Rep your
It's a
man.
full-blown classic for real, bro. You got songs gang related, you got Growing Pains, bro. All them songs made Logic and showed the world what Logic was. That was his big breakout, bro. A big breakout album creates a classic for you. If it's good, and it was a good album.
Yeah.
A great album, truly.
But so is a classic album by the numbers, or is it by what the people say?
It's layers.
What would the people say?
Layers.
Yo,
man, ain't nobody saying that's
no features.
Ain't nobody calling that a
no
classic
features
album.
if you don't.
They
The
are calling
album's
it a
really
classic
no
album.
features if you don't listen to the
Pause.
deluxe.
You can say an artist has a classic album if this album defined who the artist was. Because I have to be real. Every artist that you listen to can say that this one album defined who they was.
Y'all are killing me with this defining thing, bro. It don't matter, bro. It don't matter. It's a lot of albums that define the artist. That's not a classic.
We're not talking about his platinum, most selling album. We're talking about the art. You understand? We're talking about the art. So which piece of art defined who they was as an artist?
That does not make it a classic album.
It's classic to us.
It's a classic
Every
album.
artist has an album that defines them.
No,
I mean it's a classic, bro.
Yes, kind of does.
Like Logic's done now, but
Rasan know what I'm talking about. He know what I'm talking about. He just don't want to admit it. He know what I'm talking about.
I'm not gonna stop saying that Under Pressure is a classic, bro.
It's not a classic, bro. It's not a classic. It has no radio hits.
Bro, a lot of classic albums don't have radio
hits. It did nothing original.
It was a perfect recreation of.
You talking about a perfect recreation? What does that sound like? A replica? Why you telling me a replica is a classic?
Why you can't let Logic live, bro?
Nah, bro, y'all talking about classic. Y'all throwing around this classic term, bro. Like, it's
bro, what's a classic to you? What's a classic to you?
I told you, Illmatic, Good Kid, Mad City, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, College Dropout.
Keep going.
What else we got?
I need some more modern. Keep going. Listen.
He said more modern.
Keep going.
That's the thing, and you need time. You need time. You need it. You need it. I can't listen to an album and be like, oh yeah, this is a classic, just because I love it. It's hella albums that I love that's not a classic.
Yo, I can sit there and be like, you can listen to an album and know this gonna age well. Under Pressure aged well.
Yeah.
It's just that,
no, it didn't.
Under Pressure aged well.
Just because
Not
you didn't
Logic.
listen to it don't mean it didn't
Logic
age
didn't
well.
age
Didn't
well.
age well, bruh.
Logic
Bro, you
didn't
didn't.
age
Bro, you didn't
well.
age well.
Logic didn't age well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he
But
did age well.
the
Yeah, he did.
album aged well. It's a good album. It's a
Yeah.
great album. It's his
This is
classic.
the thing, though.
But
You killing me
Logic,
with you saying it's good. You keep saying good. That's not the criteria for a classic.
Oh my God.
It needs
Yes,
to be
what do you-
excellent.
Okay, it's
Excelente.
excellent. It's excellent. There you go.
It ain't excellent. You just saying that because I said that. It ain't excellent. You know that.
I'm gonna use the correct terminology that makes you happy here, man. If that
We're not gonna win this
terminology makes you
argument.
happy,
Nah, man.
We're not gonna win this
Come on,
argument.
man.
We're not
How,
gonna win
Under
this
Pressure is a
argument.
classic.
how does that work,
I
bro?
quit.
If somebody came out with gold and you come out with silver, y'all telling me the man that had silver got the classic?
No,
if the
that's
art,
what
if the
y'all
art
telling
was
me.
better, if the art was
that's
better,
not the same.
if the art was better,
It is.
if
Good
the
Kid
art
was
better,
gold, and Under Pressure is silver.
if the art was better.
But it was
You
a
saying
great
is the art
album.
better? Is Under Pressure better than Good Kid?
No,
To me, I'm not
All right,
comparing them.
then.
I can't compare those two
no,
together.
I'm not gonna say
So
that.
what you talking about?
But for
Kendrick
this
Lamar
art,
is aged well though. Like as an artist as a whole, good. Like you gotta understand, it's just their times, bro. It's their album, man. Like,
No, man. I'm trying to tell y'all,
yo,
every artist has a defining album that doesn't make
and
it a
his defining
classic.
album is Under
Makes it
Pressure,
a
and it's a
classic.
classic. It's
Doesn't
his
make it
only
a
classic.
classic.
yes,
It's his
Y'all got to
only
give me
classic.
something better than that. That doesn't make it a
Okay.
classic.
Listen, I don't want to talk about Logic because that's not a good example. Like
I feel like Logic's a horrible example because he
the
didn't
worst
age.
example. He didn't do shit.
He didn't continue, bro. He failed us. We
He
thought he
didn't
was gonna be
create
good.
anything new besides talking about I'm mixed. That's
Okay.
the only thing that he did. That's really it.
Yo, wait. One thing, when I just thought about Logic, I thought about him being an All Lives Matter rapper.
No. That's the reason why I'm trying to fuck with him. No.
There was
bruh.
there was a white dude in the middle of the protest and all this junk going on. Dude pulls out a crossbow.
Oh yeah, I saw that crazy.
Yo,
Oh
got his
yeah.
ass beat.
pulls out a crossbow and he's like, "All lives matter." I'm like, dude,
Bro, why do you have a crossbow,
This
bro?
fist matter. This fist matter.
Yeah,
This
and then
don't matter.
like, what is it? The news asking what happened. Oh, 2 black guys beat me up, bro.
Lying.
You
It
got
was all
jumped.
white.
Wrong. You got
You
jumped by some
got
white kids.
jumped by a
All
whole
white.
bunch of people. You ain't gonna call out 2 black people. No,
This man really
he was like,
all-
he was like, I was
it's always
sitting in
2
my
black
car
men.
and said all lives matter. No, that's not what you did.
He really sat there and was like, damn, I need to pack my arrows real quick.
All right, he gonna pack some fists. Took some fists
Over
over
here, over here pointing a crossbow, a bow and arrow at me,
what
bro.
the hell your old ass gonna do with a crossbow?
He
Like,
thought he was
what?
gonna.
Like
He been watching too much
man.
Avengers, bro.
Green Arrow
Man, think
had
he
ass,
Hawkeye. Man, think he
Yo,
Hawkeye,
what?
bro.
like you ain't murking nobody with that damn crossbow, bro.
Crazy.
Man pulled it out. Like he held it up and was ready to shoot it. I'm like, dude.
And got his ass beat.
Yeah.
Got his ass beat.
Mm-hmm.
He got beat down. I was like, you fully deserve that. You fully deserve to get beat up for that. I'm not saying, oh yeah, people deserve to get beat up, but he fully deserves.
He
Oh
deserved to
yeah,
get
oh
beat up.
yeah. You pulling out a crossbow? Yeah. You pulling out a crossbow in 2020 on humans? Come on, bro. Yeah. You get everything that's coming to you, bro. You getting everything that's coming to you.
No, he said on humans.
On humans? Like what? Where we doing that at, bro?
Yeah, they're hunting, boy. What?
Man, think he a Native American or something? Like, come on, fam.
That's sad.
Crazy.
That's sad. Beat pops up, man.
Yeah, had to, man. But I feel like we just need to go ahead and wrap it, man. For real.
Man.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead
We
with that
can't keep
plug.
beating the same drum, man. I feel like
Yeah.
we've said what we had to say about this situation, and we back at it with the music next week, man. Next
Yes,
episode.
sir. Yes,
You know
sir.
what I mean, we back at it with the music, some reviews. We gonna get it right and jump in. Ben, go ahead and hit the script, man.
All right, man. So right before we end, we would like to say thank you to everyone who's constantly sharing our podcast. Man, let's get the likes up. You know what I mean? Let's get the likes up. Share this video, man. Share this video. We post twice a week, everybody. Currently, this podcast is on all streaming services.
Yes,
Apple
sir.
Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and SoundCloud.
Run
And if you
plays
prefer
up.
watching us, subscribe to our YouTube channel and leave a comment if you agree or disagree. Our Instagram and Twitter is The Realmatic Pod. If you would like to send us fan mail questions, or maybe you're interested in coming on the pod one day, or any other business inquiries, feel free to send an email to the realmaticpodcast@gmail.com. And if for whatever reason you catch amnesia and can't remember what I said, you can find us on the official website, therealmaticpod.com. The links will also be in the description of this video. And we out.
Yes, sir. We out. Realmatic Pod.
Realmatic Podcast.
Realmatic Podcast.
Realmatic Podcast.